Alright, and we are back. I have inhaled a massive fucking pizza since we were last here, so hopefully my brain will finally be fucking functioning. And this note fucking sucks, so please get out of my face. I took one glance at it, it's fucking boring. It's like the equivalent of bills. I stole your bills away. You're gonna call in the insurance about your stolen bills, and you're going to get paid for your fucking bills. So if anything, I did you a favor. Who the hell are you? Oh yeah, I was seen, wasn't I? Kind of forgot about that. Are you gonna punch me? Oh, okay, well I'm resisting arrest. Fuck you. I'm gonna immediately reload. I have completely forgot about any of that. But I mean, like I said, I did them a favor. Who called the goddamn guards on me? Where did they even come from? I mean, to be fair, they were probably like right here. This is like the biggest fucking market the gnomes have to offer. But that is also what makes it fucking insufferable, because I was promised an arcade, and I got sadness and commerce and a note. So I'm never going anywhere near you again. Oh my god, I forgot about this man and his unbelievably aggressive gestures. I have no idea who you are, I have no idea what you're doing, but this lady absolutely adores you. Everything you have ever done in your life. And I mean, she has an absolutely massive brain, clearly, so, well, maybe I should start following in her footsteps. Or just stealing her clothes from directly off her back. Yeah, sure, that also works, I guess. Can I pickpocket you?
Greetings.
You have nothing worthwhile in the slightest. You have done nothing worthwhile in the slightest with your entire life. So I am going to be hanging out in the Domus Politica. What am I doing there? Speak with Templar Joriel. I really should do that. I really should fuck over that one other Templar we ever met. But I mean, why would she listen to me? I guess she absolutely loves Fomerus, but I don't think he ever gave me any kind of, like, identification. It's just gonna be complete word of mouth. I mean, I'm a very pretty dark elf, which I'm sure is, the description they gave to her, but I mean, all dark elves are fucking adorable, right? I'm not the only one. Oh, fuck it, I'm sure it'll be fine. Plus, it has been so long since we've done main quest, I'm fucking, I am craving it so damn hard. And Joriel's a guy. I really expected with a name like Joriel, it was gonna be a, oh no. No, this is for something completely different. You are my contact, huh? Cordan Passant. I don't remember you in the slightest, but fuck yeah, let's do it.
Are you?
Oh yeah, you're the dude who sent me a letter or whatever the fuck, right?
Guest of Sandstone Villa. Thank the gods you've arrived. I'm Cordan Passant, a scrivener of the Domus, and I have need of your help to solve a rather delicate situation.
So it seemed like those letters are just leading me, the side quest of the letters is just leading me to 3 more fucking side quests. I thought I was gonna have to make a choice between you and the other 3, but it really doesn't fucking matter. It looks like I'm gonna get around to all of them eventually. Gnomish neutrality. I just like the way that word sounds. I don't care about what it fucking means, it just sounds good in my tiny little fucking brain. Let's start with, who the fuck are you?
Been a scrivener in the Domus.
It's always a great conversation opener.
I'm often called upon to compose official correspondence and letters of a diplomatic nature.
Tell me about
Many of us
Odessa.
come far from our homeland for the opportunity of success. A new city opens up societal ranks.
Where is the Gnome homeland? The Gnomeland, if you will. Because I thought Odessa is the only place we're really ever told about, and I assume that's just your biggest fucking presence in the Feylands, but I can't believe that this game is so fucking wide open, and this is just one of the many damn Kingdoms of Amalur. This game is called Kingdoms of Amalur, yet it only focuses on like one tiny kingdom. Or at least I guess it's a continent with like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different kingdoms all just like clamping together in some horrible political orgy. And that's amazing and everything. But man, they could have had an entire franchise of spending a game in Gnome territory, spending a game in the land of the Dokkalfar. Or I don't know if they sort of split off from the Ljosalfar that much. You'd assume so, because of like the skin color change, right? Like one of them probably lives in the coldest, fucking scariest winter of all time. The others are out in a desert of some kind. I don't know. I just, there was so much potential. It could have been Elder Scrolls type thing where it's like, you know, obviously Morrowind takes place in Morrowind. Oblivion takes place in Cyrodiil. Skyrim is, guess what? It takes place in fucking Skyrim. They could have done that kind of style of thing. And I'm so sad that they never got to do it. Please, THQ, please give us what we want. Give the people what they want. what they wanted 8 years ago that they probably completely forgot about, I guess. But still, I'm here. I'll buy it like 4 million times if I have to. Domus Politica.
Domus Politica handles all of the documentation that's needed to support the Templar diplomacy.
Okay, and what about your neutrality? Are you seriously neutral against Gadflow? You're not going to send in any kind of assistance whatsoever. Because, I mean, a gnome, Fomerus, basically gave birth to me in his horrible green vat. So, technically, the gnomes are sending in a one-man army. And it's not even their fault. Fuck your neutrality.
The gnomes do not acknowledge war as an acceptable circumstance. We cannot condone either side until a peace is reached.
Why? Have the gnomes never been at war?
Such conflict are short-term when compared to the decades of rebuilding and fortifying that such a war will necessitate.
Because in comparison to pretty much anyone I've come up against, I'm always quite scared of the gnomes. I mean, their melee fighters are as pathetic as every other melee fighter in existence, but gnomish mages, holy fucking shit, I despise everything about them. I don't even know why, because they're not really any different. I just feel like they're smaller targets, and I just remember this one situation at the start of the game. I don't even know if I'm making this up in my head, if I dreamt it, if it's some kind of horrible fucking nightmare I relive every day. But I seem to remember just constantly throwing my little taser around, and because he's so small, and therefore has an absolutely adorable tiny little baby hitbox, I was just missing. Over and over and over, and he was just constantly wailing down on my health, and it was so mean. I'm so afraid of gnomes. You can end this war whenever the hell you wanted, but no, you love your gnomish neutrality just because it sounds cool. Ugh.
The Templars exemplify what's great about our people. Wisdom, ingenuity, bravery, and justice.
Can someone tell this voice actor that ingenuity and bravery aren't the exact same word? It's not ingenuity, bravery, it's ingenuity. Bravery. Shut the fuck up. The walls.
Society is led by few who rely on the efforts of many. Here in the walls, we work so that they are free to lead us more effectively.
So, what exactly do? You just write up diplomatic documentation or whatever? Why the fuck would you ever need my help? I don't think my boy has ever written in his life. His hands are for much darker purposes. And sexier. Why do you need my help?
I was asked to write a letter of, contingency. Should things for the Alfar turn dire, it would establish a known peace between Edessa and the Tuatha armies. It was never meant to be sent, only prepared, but was accidentally taken by the courier. It must be recovered.
The letter said head scrivener.
Ah, yes. There was a tad of artistic license that I took when drafting that correspondence. I needed your
So what you're saying is I'm not going to be nearly as rich as I expected.
I apologize for the deceit, but I assure you my business is genuine.
You're like 70 years old. How did you advance this fucking tiny amount through the world? Probably because you think it's a fashion statement to constantly be cutting off the side of your face with whatever the hell kind of hat you're wearing. This does not look good. It doesn't make you cool. It makes you bleeding. Why is it up to me?
Are not constrained by gnomish protocol. I cannot complete this task myself. Should anyone see me correct that mistake, it would not only cost my reputation, but the reputation of the gnome that ordered I write that letter. I am bound to preserve our integrity.
One sec, guys. I'm receiving yet another call. Apparently I'm a very popular boy today. I'll be right back. Alright, and once again, we are back. And sorry, Mr. Gnome, I imagine we've just been trapped in this never-ending fucking staring contest for the last 20 minutes I had to be on the phone. Holy shit, hopefully that is the last time for today, so let's jump right back into this. How did you know who I am?
The one that processed the paperwork which established your placement in Sandstone Villa. I know who put you there. And that's why I left that letter.
So you're just a little admin drone and you expect me to care about your existence? Well, you're lucky that I fucking do, because anyone else playing this game wouldn't. Fucking hell, why do I have to be a completionist? I'll help. Where do I start?
You need to find the courier. It was a traveller by the name of Parwan Well.
Oh fuck, now I care.
To the Thier, but she might have stopped in the travellers' camp in Apotir. Sun Camp is the name, I believe.
Well, I'm not going to bother with that until I have a reason to go back to Sun Camp, and what exactly do I need to do again? Steal the Master's Pick. Aloran Crayet in the Edessa Laboratories. Well, I don't even know where that is yet, and I mean, we have so much to do in the Domus Politica. This place is fucking massive, yet it doesn't actually seem to have anyone I can talk to. There's so many people here that this is gonna drive me absolutely insane, because I need to check everyone to make sure. She's sleeping. In fact, she has rammed her torso directly through the chair. Lady, I don't know if you noticed, but that's not how normal people sit. I know you're tiny, I know your bodily proportions are a little bit off, but fucking hell, please stop breaking your spine. Because you're not the one who has to pay for that. It's also definitely not me, but I feel bad for this random gnome over here. Because the guards clearly aren't doing their fucking jobs. Oh, hello. Please just, for some reason, have the Traveler's thing in here. Just make my life incredibly fucking easy. I mean, I like a little bit of a challenge my Thieves Guild quest, but at the same time, my brain is going to explode from the sheer amount of bullshittery I have to get through in this lovely little gnomish city. How do you know where I am? You're all the way over there. I'm behind the fucking wall. You're not looking at me. I mean, to be fair, I'm the only one who's ever been back here in the last however the fuck many years, so once you finally realize everything's gone, it's definitely gonna be me. But at the same time, I know I have Templar protection. And I mean, when has you actually knowing it's me ever stopped me before? I am such an absolute arsehole, and that will never change. What do we got over here? Magnus's memoirs. There's no way I'm gonna be able to steal straight up front, but I mean, what is stopping me from just taking the book out, having a read, and putting it right back? You got a lot of fucking books here. That is at least like 400 in just this one wall. I don't really think you're gonna miss this one. I mean, if I put it right back, then what's the problem, you dicks? Well, it seems like I missed out on a lovely little salesman hanging around here. Senator. Senator Masi... Can anyone have a name that I can vaguely pronounce, please?
Villa. How can the Domus Politica be of service today?
By not trying to fire your eyes out at me? What is going on? What kind of horrible shit have you seen, buddy? Oh, I'm just trying to have a regular ass lovely little oh my god, I love you. I don't care if your eyes literally fall out right in front of me at this point. You've expanded my backpack, and I could not appreciate you any more than I do right now. I don't know why it's just this one random gnome. In fact, I don't really know why the, political, diplomacy, embassy, whatever the fuck, is selling all these murder weapons. Especially when gnomes are supposed to say neutral, but let's just not question that one, yeah? I love you already, so whatever you say will not change that, but tell me about Edessa anyway, and please maybe just slightly close your eyes, you know, I never want to see that
Though
again.
only half-built, our city already stands as a beacon of enlightenment in this desert.
Oh, so what are you missing? It looks pretty complete to me, but it is a lot smaller than Wrath here, so maybe once I start going down to the Isles, I'm gonna see a lot more bullshittery, and to be fair, even my house is missing a massive chunk. My house, my gnomish house, for tiny little dudes, is full of scaffolding that stretches up into the fucking sky. I don't know how you're even climbing that with your adorable little stumpy legs. Well, that's not question it.
Garrison is one of the oldest buildings in the walls, and nearly as old as a livrarium.
Well, I've never been to either, so I don't really care. Tell me about yourself, Senator.
I'm the foremost scrivener we have. If you need a letter or tome duplicated, see me. A page every 3 minutes, guaranteed.
Is that a lot? Yeah, actually, that's an insane amount. Because I just realized I haven't used a pen in... No, I don't know, when did I leave school? 5? When did I leave college? Was I writing in college? I don't remember. The last fucking however many years of my life is a blur. My whole life is a fucking blur to me right now. Because I'm sick and my brain no work. So, the walls
house the infrastructure of Edessa. The bursars, the laboratories, the garrison, the prison, even the Arcadium. If you need anything, you can find it here.
I just noticed that the one point I was trying to make with that, I just forgot or didn't bother to make. Yeah, I kind of forgot that you have to write with pens. I can write with big, beautiful, fucking shiny keyboard. And I write a lot faster than you, so 3 minutes per page is kind of fucking nothing. Arcadium.
The Arcadium is where I often find what I need, be it a work of art or a household item.
Okay, I don't care, but you suddenly have so much to talk about. Tell me about prison, which is where I absolutely
the prison
belong.
Is relatively new. There was no need for it when we gnomes first settled here.
Rude. Okay, arsehole. I mean, probably also very true, I didn't see a single gnome locked up, but fuck you all the same. Who the fuck is the Grand Bursar? Or is that a place? I hope it's a guy. It sounds much more interesting if it's a
Financial hub
guy.
of Odessa. Larger merchant transactions take place there, instead of the Arcadium.
How large we talking?
The laboratories are where most scientific and magical study takes place in Odessa.
Oh, is that it?
Just as well.
That's literally everything, eh? Oh god, I will never ever get used to it. Can you just, like, I don't know, wait around after the conversation, wait for me to close my eyes, wait for me to prepare the projectile vomit
hello.
just in case I manage to see through my eyelids? Oh my god. Jesus, the gnomes are horrible. Like, I know other races, like, do the horrible exorcist bullshit, but the gnomes do it every single time, without fucking fail. This guy will do it as soon... Look, I'm gonna see if I can force it this time around.
Then go to the market or the Arcadium. Otherwise, just don't touch anything.
Oh, come on, I thought we were safe. I thought you weren't bothering to acknowledge my existence. But no, here comes the projectile vomit once more. And this one doesn't even have anything to hide. Okay, well that's boring. I thought these statues had a purpose other than being statues. I thought they were where you store your Gucciest kush, but clearly that is not the case. And oh my god, I hate myself so much for saying that. What do we got over here? We got ourselves a lovely desk with fuck all in it. And by fuck all, I mean just the most useless shit. Why does junk even have to exist? I want to read those memoirs. I don't understand what the game expects you to do with books like that. I feel like maybe there is a way to read books without taking them that I somehow haven't figured out after all this time, but I can't. If there is, then I have no idea what it would be. Because I just want to read it off the shelf. I don't want to have to fucking take it. If I have to take it, that makes me into a bad man. I'm just trying to read. I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to have the big brain. But no, my brain remains tiny. What do we got through here? Stairs. This place is way bigger than I expected. I love the gnomish architecture. I don't understand how you can even bring yourselves to climb a single stair. I imagine that's the equivalent of a mountain for little bastards like you, but whatever. Let's not even ask. Instead, let's take everything you've ever loved. And I don't think even you arseholes love that. That was kind of completely useless. Just a regular Praetorian. There's got to be something interesting around here. Like your wardrobe. No, your wardrobe is just as boring as everything else. They're like guaranteed to fit me. Like if I took those, I could put them on whenever the hell I wanted. They are gnomish. I guess I'm using some kind of nearly said clothing magic, as if that's a joke. But whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but fantasy game. Anything fucking goes. Memoirs prologue. So for some reason I'm allowed to take that one, but everything else is an absolute fucking no-go, right? Memoirs. Where you at? There you are. The Memoirs of Tyr Magnus. Prologue. I have been champion for years now. Oh! Wait a minute, as in the House of Valaman, or is there something to do with gnomes? I can't quite tell. There are none in this land with the skill or cunning to unseat me. And despite the war raging in these lands, mine is a history that holds great portent. I have taken the rubble of a ruined Fey house, yeah, it is a Valor, okay, sculpted it into a mortal-made wonder of Tyr, and with it, I have climbed out of the hole of poverty that my father so gleefully dug for me. Tyr Magnus. So, even though he's talking about his father, I think Tyr Magnus must be the OG Magnus, because, I mean, it's not like his son made the Fey house into the big thing, because it was Daddy Mags that, sort of turned this place into a viable thing that actually made it cool and everything, that made the House of Valor great again, if you will. Why does everyone just call him Magnus? If his name is Tyr, did no one know his fucking name? That's part 3. You'd think if he's the most powerful man of all time and the legendary champion of Tyr, people might just know his first name instead of Magnus, because otherwise he's ruining it for literally everyone else with the last name Magnus, who will never be as cool as him. The Crystal War number 3. I feel like I never finished reading. I think maybe I only read 1 and 2 of that. But I can't be bothered to steal from you. Also, I thought this was like just horrible fucking finery. This appears to be female Templar uniforms.
Especially one of your stature. Please be quick.
You are like these terrifying warriors of knowledge. The men are dressed up in the most badass, like pale white and blue armor imaginable. And the tiny little ladies, they get adorable little frilly bows on the back of their ass. Like, come on, man. This is what you wanted to go with? This is what you march off into war with? Fine. I mean, I guess you're lulling your opponents into a full fucking sense of security. That's a word. There we go. And then you just come out and unleash all fucking holy hell. But I don't think it's possible. I feel like this outfit is so adorable that any holy hell within you is just completely muted. You've basically cut the dick off of Satan,
From
Templars.
their council in the Forum, the Templars guide the advancement of our society. Our tremendous successes are due to their unswerving pursuit of knowledge. Each Templar is allowed a wide degree of freedom in the projects they sponsor, but they are ultimately accountable to the rest of the Forum.
I really need a sponsorship. I've been at this YouTube thing for 8 years and I've never got a single one, so please, Sandstone Villa.
It is an estate that I have ordered to be kept empty for when I have need of it, such as now.
Oh. So you were the one who dragged me in here. It was sort of acted out to be a complete fucking mystery, and we were gonna have to hunt down whatever filthy bastard gnome was doing this. I stumble into the one place we have an objective marker for, and you just straight up admit it was you. The lady we were already seeking out. What the fuck? That sucks.
Unlike the
Gnomes.
lofty idealism of the Alpha and the messy pragmatism of the humans, we gnomes proudly embrace the virtues of reason and order. As such, we must maintain neutrality in these periodic wars that spring up. We cannot risk tainting our knowledge by taking sides. You understand?
In what possible way are the Alpha idealist? I mean, I know fuck all about the Ljosalfar, so maybe they're just dragging our name through the fucking mud. But the Dokkalfar, I mean, they built Rathir. Rathir is filled with crime and just disgusting fucking slums that are literally underground because no one wanted to look at the ugly poor people anymore. Like, it's definitely not idealism. I don't think that situation is ideal unless you're into that sort of thing, you utter fucking monster.
The shining
Odessa.
jewel of knowledge. An oasis of reason and order carved by the gnomes into the dusty wilds of Datir.
I love the way you speak. That was really, really cool. Templar Octien is a criminal.
Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar.
Oh, I did. It's been like
He is in
5
position
hours since I was
of the
first told.
highest
And by 5, I
authority.
mean 50.
And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct
the local
confession
walking corpse.
is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures.
Friendly neighborhood zombie man. The notes of Octien's crime, you just don't give a shit? I'll bring him to justice alone. No, because you are now telling that to the highest fucking order of law in this fucking city. You're going to get murdered immediately. So I think it's probably best you just cry and have a tantrum. But he's part of a conspiracy.
Even if this were true, or even already suspected, it would have to be corroborated by Octien himself. That requires a confession. As he is not here
Why?
to present the charges himself, I must assume that no such confession exists. Now, I have done all I can for you. Please, trouble me no further with this matter, especially with such insufficient evidence.
So, you're like, oh, we're the gnomes. We're much better than the elves and the humans because we come at things with logic. And then you do that. This is your logic. All criminals go forever unpunished unless they admit they're criminals, even if you literally watch them committing murder right in front of you. So does that only apply for gnomes? Or are you telling me that everyone I saw, all these disgusting other races you keep telling me so much about, all these other people in your fucking prisons, they straight up admitted it to your face? Do you torture them? Is torture allowed? Can I go ahead and torture that absolute scumbag? I mean, you never said no. You need to stop
We have
Octien.
already discussed this. Nothing short of a confession would convict him. As such, Templar Octien will remain undisturbed in the librarium.
What if I literally dragged him here and let him murder you? Would that be proof enough for you? You scum? So he's in the librarium. Okay, I kinda like that. Because I think you might want him fucked in the ass just as much as me. And, you think I'm exactly the one to do it, so you drop me a lovely little hint like that. Because I don't think a person like you would be nearly stupid enough otherwise, right? Yeah. I kinda like that. That was really, really sneaky. Oh, Octien, not Octien. Oh, Joriel, you sly little minx. Emphasis on little. Who the fuck are you? I forgot what you asked me to do, but I'll probably get it done eventually. Let me check our side quest. Who the fuck are you?
Of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol.
I hate the word stymie so much.
Response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one.
I mean, she already dropped him really deep in it. I think I can figure out what I'm supposed to do alone. Is this just, are you here for any idiots who happen to be playing? Because I for one, am an absolute genius, clearly. Who are you?
I am a political aide for Templar Joriel. I operate in a number of capacities for the Templars' official and unofficial business.
I'm getting another call. What the hell is going on? Why does everyone want a piece of me today? I mean, the reason is rather obvious if you ask me, but at the same time, go away. I'm playing my video games. No one's allowed to touch me when I'm playing my video games. Those are the rules. What are you talking about?
My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octien. But like you, she is frustrated by his status.
Oh, so it's only because he's a Templar that it's this impossible.
Octien publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts.
Don't you mean matron? Or has she got a secret wang under the desk? I mean, I guess I never really asked. That would explain the strange-ass outfit. You must conceal with the puffiest armor possible. Templar Joriel.
My superior is a very, very busy person. It is unfortunate that some wrongs escape her notice, and those she does notice cannot always be immediately righted.
So you're basically asking me to wear a bug, except you're the bug? Are you gonna live under my robes? Are you just gonna hear the confession and write it all down or something? 'Cause I don't really think recording devices exist in this lovely little day and age. All the magic in the world exists. Portals, dimensions to other worlds, fucking ripping stars out of the sky and throwing it at demons. Yeah, that's all fine. But a little recording device, nah, completely impossible, even for the gnomes. Aid for all.
Aid to Templar Joriel. Usually, my work takes the form of drafting letters, taking notes of various functions, and so on.
Tell me a little about Edessa, before we actually get down to anything vaguely important.
It is a marvelous place. Recently, my work has taken me farther from its walls for more often, and I'm sadder for it.
Really? What the fuck's a political aide doing anywhere else? Who do you have to go and be diplomacying with in the goddamn desert? The mines? I don't think they care because they gnomes. That one fucking city out there, you'd get shanked in every single one of your orifices. You would be full of little daggers within the first fucking 2 seconds, and I mean full to the goddamn brim. Every one of your orifices would be plugged as soon as you step out the door, if you're on your way to Whitestone. So, what else have you been doing?
You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the librarium. I suggest you go there.
Is that particularly public? Because I feel like he's not stupid enough to just start screaming about it right around all his colleagues. His colleagues who are the most powerful justice boys in all of Edessa. I think he knows what he's doing. He's not the biggest fucking moron I've ever met, because, well, for one, that would be me. Two, we spoke to him very recently, and I mean, not very recently, but he was a smart guy. Oh, wait a minute. The Master's Pick is like 2 fucking feet away from me over here.